see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? How are things? Is everyone okay? Who have we got? Mandy and Kirsty, the OGs. Right, we have kickoff. It's probably 5 minutes in and they're already 9-0 down. That's how slow this Sky is. Tennis. Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Didn't even need to press anything. How marvellous is that? You can hear me and see me. Thanking you, Kirsty. Nixter. Thank you, Mandy. How are you doing? Is everything alright? Are you full of the joys of spring? Could be a good one, this. Two very good teams. It's a petrol black hoodie. A petrol black hoodie with a nice pink logo. It's funny as well. Kylian Mbappe always says that he looks like a Ninja Turtle, and he's wearing a mask at the moment, so he even looks more like one. Good, just feeling sleepy for some reason. Were you awake till stupid o'clock this morning by any chance? Is that what it was? Hello, bot, or does that sound a bit bottomy? It does sound ever so slightly from that kind of club kind of place, doesn't it? Out. Mandy's got him out. Purple. You would have said purple, then it would have been invisible. Because obviously, purple doesn't exist apparently. So we've been led to believe by the man. France win the battle of the kits anyway. Much better kit. White shirts, blue shorts, white socks. Very, very nice. Lots of very good players on display today. We'll be hoping that it's not a 0-0. These types of games occasionally promise so much and provide so little. Where you think it's going to be a 5-5 thriller and it ends up being 0-0 or something. We don't want that. Purple is on the colour wheel. Tell the man that. The man said it doesn't exist. He said that purple isn't purple, it's just not green. And he looked smart. He looked like he knew these things. Tell him straight. Put him in his place. Bloody men. Telling us what colours are. Mandy's on the inward bound section of the hokey cokey. Nice to see you. Are you cooking? Is that what it is? You cooking? Have you got a cookbook? Did you get a cookbook from the cookbook nook? Ali, how you doing? Ali, Ali, oh. Over 5 minutes in, there's no goals. Although the screen says 6 minutes in, doesn't it? So, uh, what is purple anyway? Black with a hint of blue in the hoodie. It is, yeah, it's petrol black. Louise, how you doing? Able to watch a game without getting overly excited or wound up? Without screaming at the TV? Without upsetting wildlife? By the way, sold the first Cars and Canines Club bag yesterday, and there's also t-shirts available. Ali, slap you behind the bar. You like a good slapping, don't you? Don't forget the slanger. Thuram trying to milk a free kick there, not a chance. It's petrol black. You not see it? Petrol black. 6 feet tall. I bet you are anyway. I bet you Photoshop your pictures. Kirsty, you'd rather watch tennis than football, but you're not watching that either. It's real end-to-end stuff, isn't it? The old tennis. You're watching me instead. Far more interesting. And less posh people spending a fortune on strawberries and doing the fist bump shouting, "Come on, Tim," despite the fact that Tim Henman retired about 35 years ago or something. Man, that you are unavailable for the bar. Of course you are. You are fixing dinner. Although I hate that phrase. You're making it, you're not fixing it. If you're fixing it, it's already made. And it's been mistaken. There's something wrong with it. Oh, yesterday, by the way, when I finished, I was feeling hungry, so I ordered a Mackey's because it's the closest to us and it's the quickest. I'd have rather have had anything else, but it filled a hole. So, yeah, I didn't starve yesterday. What are you cooking? What are you cooking, la? You might need to fix it if it burns. You can't fix burnt food, though, can you? My hat is black and khaki. Yeah, it's petrol khaki. It's got a certain hue to it. Daniel, who is winning? You're watching, so it's 0-0, obviously. 10 minutes in, no goals yet. But two very, very good teams. Shot on target from Antoine Griezmann, who has gone back to having a fairly normal haircut. No ponytails. no perms, and it's not coloured purple or pink or something. Yeah, I don't mind Belgium, despite the fact that I'm supposed to hate them, having lived in the Netherlands, but I don't mind them. They're a good team, Belgium. Ali's always winning. A chicken sandwich. What are you cooking then? What are you cooking, la? It's a bit cagey, this, so far. It's like two heavyweight boxers. There could be a knockout at any second, and they're just feeling each other out. It's hopefully it doesn't last too long, 20 minutes or so, and then they'll really start getting into it. Big Ron, man, got to be stronger than that. He is a big, strong lad as well. Don't be getting pushed off the ball. I'd have Lukaku back at Everton in a heartbeat. He's been getting slagged off, but he was brilliant with us. It won't be 0-0. It might go on for hours. We don't want that. That was a pain in the arse, that yesterday. The England game went on far too long. But we were lucky that it didn't go all the way to penalties, because that would have took it on for another probably about 20 minutes or so. And I would have had to go directly into the second stream. Oh. France getting through too easy there. Far too easy. Yes, once you step away, someone will score. Definitely. It's a thing, isn't it? It's a thing, it happens. There should be goals in this. I mean, both defences are pretty good, but the attacking players on display are absolute world level, so we should see some goals, I hope. I hope. Gingers crossed. I did not have a Big Mac, no. Not my scene now. I had a chicken sandwich, I had a McSpicy. Plus I had a burger as well because I'm a fat bastard, but I was hungry. Your record is immaculate watching 0-0s. You have form. You have previous, I think the phrase is. Hopefully today's the day, isn't it? There'll be a nice 6-goal thriller or something. Oh, yep. If you had to choose a dogging name, what would it be? Kirsty's been asking everyone. Ali's been asking on her behalf. What would your name be? I think so far mine would be Clint Goulash. Laz was Bush Rustler. Jackie is Hijinks. Yeah, don't forget. Maybe that's the reason why you're so tired today, Kirsty, because you had a fitful night's sleep after burning the sausage rolls, the Greg's sausage rolls as well. An act of vandalism. Shaggy, that'll do. Happy days. It's on the list. Because apparently, when it comes to dogging, you should have a dogging nickname rather than use your real name. That's the etiquette. Oh, opportunity. Launch it over the bar. Mbappe. Yellow cards going out now for arguing with the ref. Mandy's out again. You can see why they're pissed off with that, and the referee's looking directly at it. Useless tit. Bonsoir, allez les bleus. Thomas. Comment ça va? Ali's Ginger Fox, which will translate very well to a certain DVD genre. Oh, Belgium on the attack. Trying to buy a penalty. Not happening, lad. Not happening. Kirsty's rabbit hole already in there. Mandy back in. Going to shake it all about soon, aren't you? Definitely ask Spencer next, you'll have to. And especially if you do it during a no gig. And see if he actually tells you what it is. Or will shut you down mid-flow. Thomas, yeah, or chugs a lot. Ça va très bien, merci. Bonjour. I'm not overly great with French, unfortunately. Dutch, German and a bit of Spanish I can do, but French, purely GCSE French. Où est le plume de ma tante? Le plume de ma tante est près de la chaise de ma tante. Which is an Eddie Izzard thing, isn't it? Daniel, packing for the beach. Have a good day, mate. Enjoy yourself. Plenty of sunscreen and a hat. Don't go getting burnt now. We can't have that. Ma petite fosse de Ginger. It's ginger in French. Ginger. Speaking of Ginger, I put a picture of me up earlier on. I should have loaded this really, shouldn't I? Where is it? Where is it? Can't find it. There's a picture of me from 1982, 83-ish. I am the tall, gangly ginger at the back. Proper ginger. L'homme ginger. L'homme ginger. What a team that was. What a team. We swept all before us. That's why we were holding flowers. They do that in the Netherlands. If you win the league title, you get flowers. Sunscreen and beverages. That's the B-side to Bows and O's, isn't it? Or it should be at least. Another 5 days at another beach. Whoa. C'est après 5, c'est le soir, yeah. It's after 5, get on it. Couldn't find me at first, I was there. Lopsided grin. Floppy ginger hair. Looking every inch the gobshite Englishman abroad. But I was banging him in, man, know what I mean? Left foot, right foot, header. Back of the net. Centre fireworks. Le cheveux rouge, yes, the little, the red child, the red boy. Thomas, toi na travail. How's work was that? There's loads going on. Obviously, English and Irish will have French in it anyway because they were that close to us. There's such an influence. That's why if you go down south, we have the cinque ports or cinq ports, the 5 ports, all with French names. And there's Daniel as well, in his own footy kit. So obviously not hard work at all. Not remotely hard work. Yeah, lopsided grin, ginger mop. Bloody thing won't rotate, auto-rotate your knobhead. But there you go. There's our Daniel also wearing his footy kit. The good old days. Long time ago when we was fab, as George used to sing. Never learnt French. I had about a year and a half or 2 years of it and then decided to start doing Spanish and German instead. Well, Spanish. German I did 2 years worth in a year because I could pretty much already speak it. It was cheating really. I was managing to get another GCSE to add to the others very quickly and very easily. Unfortunately, I'd never done Dutch, otherwise I could have got that as well, couldn't I? All about the languages, man. Loving it. Tomasz, you are no good at assessing people's younger photos because you're aging like milk. Not having that. Not having that. So we found some boxes of pictures earlier on, so there's quite a few of them, including the one at Goodison Park where I'm walking up the steps looking like an absolute knob. The unfortunate problem with that one is I look like one of those Tory candidates on his day off that's been done for saying something inappropriate. And my top tucked into me jeans, man. That was all the rage back in I think that was early 90s, maybe mid 90s. Oh, free kick to Belgium, yellow card for Antoine Griezmann. Fairly normal haircut, but he's looking very boofed. That's the kind of haircut where it was long and then it's been cut rather than being cut short and then grown, if that makes any sense. I know what I mean. Man, no pictures of you in a footy kit at any age. You've missed out. You've definitely missed out. Any news from Tenerife? Not today. No R styles. No entreaties for extra money. Yet. The day is still young now. I haven't got to pick her up or anything, but... Ooh. Free kick from Kevin De Bruyne. Keeper kept it out, but that was piss poor. Yeah, I haven't got to pick my daughter up, but I've got to take my mum and dad to the airport on Saturday night, Sunday morning. Early hours, very early hours. I think they've got to be at the airport for about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, yellow card for Adrien Rabiot. We were linked with him. He doesn't look like a footballer, he looks like a YouTuber. Not happy with that. Yet, definitely yet. Yeah, mum and dad are going away to Portugal on Saturday, so I've got to take him. Liverpool airport, thankfully, not Manchester. So it should be a 35-minute, maybe 40 minutes to get there at that time of the morning. I am going to record that on the way back, I think. In fact, I'll record it on the way there and see if I can make a video out of it. Nighttime driving and coming to Liverpool John Lennon Airport. I wonder if I can catch the yellow submarine that is parked outside, isn't it? And I've got a blue badge, so I might be able to park a little bit longer. I'll go and get a little bit of video of it, I think. Show you what it looks like. Yes, normal pick. Every pick looks fucking stupid. Okay, so the year you joined secondary school, they stopped teaching German. It was the other way around in our place. You could only do French, and then they started doing Spanish, and then just towards, I thought when I was 14, 15, German was introduced. And that was only because the French teacher was married to a German woman and he spoke it fluently. So he decided to start teaching German as well, give us an option. I enjoyed it. Yeah, there's the belt on the jeans, that dates it, absolutely. And the colour science, people would go mad if you can get a DSLR or a mirrorless camera to come out with that kind of look these days. That's not bad at it. Has to be said. That is not bad at taking photos like that. Proper old school, 20 odd years old. Nikon D100. Ooh, chance. Oh no. They're making chances. VAR check. What did he see? Did he see a handball? Did he? Belgium with the attack. No, he's not going to get that. Belgians are claiming a handball. No, his hands are inside his body and he's turned away from it anyway. Not a cat and else chance of getting that one. Impressionability. You bought a praline or praline, depending on where you come from. Praline crisp dairy milk thing. You jammy sod. I'd love one of them. £5 for 10 minutes parking. It is, isn't it? But I've also got a blue badge. I think I can get money back if I need to, but I'm not asked. £5 is a fiver, isn't it? I would have only spent it on sweets anyway. Know what I mean? Plus, it's me mum and dad. I say I'm going to be asked spending a fiver to make sure they get there. I wonder, do I have to pick them up as well? Normally the mate Les takes them, but his wife's not well at the moment, so there's no chance of him taking them. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. As Bourgeois Tag used to sing. Got that slightly confused there, yeah? Bourgeois Tag, I don't mind at all. Always reminds me of Los Angeles. Belgians are looking strong now, coming forward all the time. It was all France in the first 5 or 10 minutes, but the tide has turned slightly. Starting to become a nice open game, this. Come on, someone needs a goal though. Open it up even more. I've done my Sky Bets, free bets. I did one earlier, and then after I'd done that, I've also won another fiver free bet, and also on Betfair, I won a tenner in cash earlier. So I've done all right today. I've made 15 quid without even trying. Yep. Our Alias sent us one. I'll see if I can pick it out first. Obviously, I'm looking for the tiniest little tot in there. Would that be you in the middle there, would it? With the petrol green top on and the petrol black shoes. Is that you, is it? With your hand up. Giving it one of them. Giving it the old, the Wolfie. Just heated some pasta up in the kitchen, and the kitchen lit up like a Christmas tree. Newfangled gadgets that must have been installed by a man. Has to have been installed. Yep. Got to infer from that the kitchen is progressing well. Mandy is umpiring. Keep it in the fridge. That sounds like a... oh, for God's sake, keep it in the fridge. Behave yourself. Kitchen's progressed further than you have. That should be on the posters. I think that'll work perfectly. Just someone stood there looking slightly confused, surrounded by a gorgeous looking kitchen, where the kitchen has progressed further than I have. I'd buy that. I would buy that. That is you. I thought it was. You've got a look of you. Obviously you would have done because it was you. What a fucking stupid thing to say that was. This one's a bit more blurry, but would that be you at the front as well? Sort of kneeling down in a petrol blue jumper with your petrol ginger hair. I was right in the first one. It looks like you. Not like you were when you were a kid, it just looks like you. Ooh. French with an opportunity, that was wider, wasn't it? Much wider than it looked. Looked close from this angle. Let's have a look. Ah, bollocks, Christmas was closer. Nowhere near. No wonder nobody seemed excited. Second one, no. No. What? Oh, I forgot to push the button. Eugh. There was no alarm and no surprises. No button was pressed. Why? Who's going behind now? Who fancies a shift? You're on the back row. You can't be on the back row. Unless you're on a step ladder, obviously. Or are you Super Ginge? Is that you there, Super Ginge at the back? Oh, you bloody Irish look the same in this. You all look like the kids of Pat Mustard from Father Ted. The hairy baby maker. Why are you not surprised? No alarms and no surprises. Please. Yep. Got to try and throw a bit of Radiohead in here occasionally. I need to get out this week and buy some more vinyl. My Sandy Bronco album arrived. Half pink, half white vinyl, which is fantastic. Give them a listen if you can. The latest album has Susan's son. Susan from Las Vegas. Got her son on bass. Oh! Header, just wide by the look of it. By, what's his name? Lillian Thuram's son. Is it Marcus? Marcus Thuram. I should know this, shouldn't I? Yeah, not far at all, that. Just wide. That was you, the real ginger. If you were any more ginger, you'd be dangerous. You look like an eclipse. The reddest of redheads, you are. Absolute pure Jean. As it got Tour Hawks. Tour Hawks is fantastic, I've got to say. Even though it's AI, it's nothing to do with me. It's all their work. But that is an absolute beast of a song. And hopefully I should have me other one. Me classic-y one. Finished in the next day or two. Had a mullet by the look of it. It looks like it. But it's not really a mullet, is it? It was more of a... I don't know, what would you call it? The girls always had it back then. Piece up, piece down kind of thing. Or the J-Hawes. You've been to have yours done today. Very tempted by a moulet. I still haven't had mine done properly. Clippers, off it comes. I normally start around here and just carry on. That's why it ends up looking like this. Although that bit there, where it's missing, is not baldness. I've had that since I was a kid. That's the bit where my head was pushed up against my mum's pelvis. So I've got a dip. I'm paralysed round here. I can't close my left eye properly. And the nerves are all damaged, so I can't really feel it. And that was why I was in early birth, and why I was only £3 11 ounces. Is it? People, I'm sure, convinced. There's people here are genuinely also completely convinced Tim Henman is still playing. That's why it doesn't matter who's playing. When someone scores a point or whatever it is, come on, Tim. All you Irish look the same. How rude. You sit with the uniform. It's not. You do. You've all got a similar look to you, which is great, because you don't necessarily look the same when you get older. But Irish kids all have that same kind of vibe to them, which I think is fantastic. There's an Irish kiddiness to you. The Scots have a similar kind of thing as well. Must be a Celtic thing. I can't remember the Welsh. Even though I went to... Well, it's not kindergarten, but it was pre-primary school. Wherever that's called over here. I used to go to that in Wrexham. Bore da, children. Bore da, Mrs. Wilson. That was every morning. Tomash, what colour is your hair? The one on your head. Not the stuff that's on the barber's floor, because that can sometimes be completely different colour. A good vibe. That's what it is. There's a look, isn't there? A certain vibe. You can tell. There's an atmosphere. Oh, what an atmosphere. It was so blonde it was white as a nipper. Ooh. Went dark and now there's increasing grey. You cherish your gingery beard bits. There's pictures of me somewhere as well when my hair is completely blonde. Aryan looking blonde. And then it went completely and utterly coppery ginger. It was mad. And then went brown. And then I had my daughter and now it's going proper grey. No coincidence. Silver fox to go with the ginger fox. Yeah, man, they cannot be serious. There was chalk dust. I want to see my lawyer. There was chalk dust. Strange that there seems to be panic in the air with no players panicking, if that makes any sense. They all look calm, cool and collected. Coombe is a valley between two mountains, by the way, CWM. Where that came from. The Western Coombe is on Everest. Cool, calm and collected. But still panicking at the same time. It is the shittest of ape shit. In but eaten. So you're in the mouth. What are you having, Mandy? What are you having? I'm starving here, like. Fax us a bit. Well, I think I might have jinxed this by saying there was loads of good striking talent on display. They're just creating chances and not taking any. No real clear-cut chances either, but, you know, chances. Is a coombe the same as a corrie or a cirque? Cirque. I'm not 100% sure, but it is the sort of the valley-ish bit that connects two mountains or two higher points, two promontories. Named by, I think it might have been Mallory who named it. If I remember rightly, it might have been him. Just called the Western Coombe, and it's been called that ever since. And then mountaineers from all over the world have to look at the CWM and pronounce it Coombe, and I've got no idea. Is Cliff there? If it is, please do not let it rain. I've heard some stories about him. Yeah. I'll Kitty Richard. I don't think he's a Pedro, so to speak, but he has got some strange habits, to put it that way. You had loads of white blonde there when you were born, Mandy. Same now, is it? Rockstar blonde. Is it Roxette blonde? Is that what we're talking about? Have you had a Roxette box set? There is loads of striking talent on display. No cashing out. Let it ride, man. Let it ride. Because I haven't used me fiver, that means I can use it later as well. Ah, Jinxie's listening in, by the way. She's having a gag. A proper gag. How's Ardzamingo? How's he? Probably Coombe, yep. People of the valley. So that valley is what they call the dip between the two promontories, the two mountains. It's amazing that it's a fairly minor language, and yet there's a piece of the highest mountain on earth which is named after it. And everybody who goes anywhere near it needs to understand what it means and how to pronounce it. Isn't it a fantastic thing? All down to one person. By using the Welsh word for valley. It's there now forevermore. A part of the earth is named forevermore after a Welsh bit. A Welsh bit of stuff. No offence, Mandy. Miserable here, 1st of July, Baltic and drizzling, no play at Southport and the cricket. Yes, I can let you know that it is dreich and dreary in Southport at the moment. That's why I'm also wearing a petrol black hoodie. I've got my hoodie on. Very, very blonde, Mandy, very blonde. Domingo appears to have tolerated your company today. Cats do that, though, don't they? They're not like dogs who are really excited to see you. Cats will walk past you after not seeing you for 3 years, as you've been kidnapped, released. You've lost 26 stone, looking haggard, and you wander back in through the front door, and the cat walks past and goes, "Fucking hell, it's him." That's the best you can get out of him. Not too hot in Spain. Mr. says it's too hot in Spain. Too damn hot. Can we not combine the temperatures and just have like a standard European temperature that everyone can enjoy, about 26 or something? That'd be much better. Surely they can do it. Especially if, as the tinfoil hat brigade will tell us, the governments are controlling the weather. If they're controlling the weather, they're doing a shit job of it in the UK, I can tell you that. White blonde, a bit darker. Dirty blonde, is that what it is? That's what they call it, isn't it? Dirty blonde. You couldn't go to Spain, it's past Spain. It's like the UK, but with weather. That's the part I love. South African music festivals are Eisteddfods too, are they? Are they really? Dreich is the word, is the word, is the word. It's got groove, it's got meaning. Oh, over the bar again. These French have got to start hitting the target. They've had a few there, a few shots from distance. Got to be doing better. It's not even that far out. 16, 17 yards out. Doesn't hit the target. Got to keep that down, lad. You've got to keep it down. Yeah, nice bit of Lacoste. As scouse a label as you can get, really, isn't it? I should be wearing a Lacoste shell suit. Oh, here we go. There's our Louise as well. Looking very coquettish. Is that the phrase I'm looking for there? You look like you've gone on to becoming the guitarist and singer in an indie band. You'd fit well in, wouldn't you, with Lush or Sleeper or Echo Belly or someone. That's what that is. A standardised European temperature would work perfectly. If we'd have stayed in the EU, we'd have that. Instead, they're giving us all their rain. That's how it works. Nigel Farage, or Mr. Farage, as he's known, you know. Brits in, Brits out. Brits in, Brits out. So you've had your PR6 skin fade with the parting line razored in. It'll be a thatchy mess again in a week. Yeah, but for that few days, looking sick, lad. You're looking sick. And you're getting blonde highlights in your hair Thursday. Would that stop you from melting? That could possibly stop you from melting. Chubby, what? There's nothing of you. You're as far through as a tram ticket. Come on, chubby. Not having it. Not having it at all. Yeah, Camera Obscura or Bell and Sebastian. Yep, on the keys, definitely. With the fringe. Black hair with the fringe. Bright red lipstick. Polka dot dress. There you go. The indie outfit. As Hadouken said, that girl is an indie Cindy. Lego haircut and polka dot dress. It was a brilliant way of putting it. That boy is a Hoxton hero. Skinny fit jeans and dressed in pink. I think that's what he say anyway. Can't remember having heard it in ages. Camera Obscura. That's one from the archives as well, isn't it? Great name for a band, that. Have you not? Yeah, is your hair not grade 2 listed? There should be, shouldn't it? You can't be messing with authentic Irish genre. It's got to be left alone. You've got to submit haircuts in advance and have a planning committee. Have a look at it and go, yeah, well, go on, you can do that or not. Like, they wouldn't allow you to do a mullet. Not a chance. To Alabama, you've got to keep the native offliness. It's your hair and you'll curl if you want to. Fair enough. But no, shouldn't be allowed. Well, it stopped drizzling, but it's still, the air is still wet, if that makes any sense. Not like you have to swim through it, but when you walk out and you can feel there's moisture in the air without it even raining, you can just feel it on your skin. That's what it's like out there now. It's not all over blonde, just some sections. Fair enough. Do not be de-gingifying yourself. You can't be becoming some kind of Irish traitor. Yeah, what's the centre court roof like at Wimbledon? Is it closed? Is Cliff belting out his greatest hits while being a sanctimonious religious gobshite? Protest. There needs to be a protest going in against this change. With your accent, you once got mistaken for Melanie Sykes when you had a tan, with a proper northern accent. That's not a bad lookalike to get mistaken for. Melanie, the former model Sykes, Louise. This is not a stealth brag, is it? Give us a list of all the models you've been mistaken for. I could model oven gloves, couldn't I? When you're actually watching Enterprise. That a Star Trekky thing. The Irish for freckles is Pogny. Is that Pogny? Pogny Rain. Sun kisses. Well, I've butchered it, but that's a great, absolutely fantastic phrase for it. Sun kisses. You like a flake in that, love? Boss advert, that. Boddington's, yeah, I remember that one well. We used to have Boddington's in the pub. So we used to have t-shirt. We had a thing, a giveaway. Polo shirts, t-shirts, jumpers, beer towels, all kinds of stuff. It was everywhere. Bees all over the place. I was covered in bees. Yeah, it's not a bad mix-up at all, that one, is it? It's like one of us fellas getting annoyed for getting mixed up with Brad Pitt or someone, isn't it? I could settle for that. Ah, right. The protest has been heard but also ignored. That's very foot down with a fair man, that, isn't it? It's actually quite a dark pub, so no brag. They're mainly going off the accent. No, no, no. Too late. We see you. We see what's happening. You're a stunner, aren't you? Soft lip with a big soft box. With Vaseline round the outside of the camera to make it look all soft focus. We know what's happening. Don't think you've ever been mistaken for anyone, Thomas. Someone said you look like Tom Felton once. Not bad, not bad. I got Matt Letizia for a while during the 90s. Probably the nose, isn't it? And the football ability, obviously. I'm a genius with a size 5. Easy target. Yep. Respect the choice. Women's choice, respect the choices, and she will look lovely regardless. However, you can't get rid of the copperness. Not done. Pogany Grainia. Of course it is, because fucking mental. So yeah, Pogany Grainia. I will stand by this. This is a hill or a whatever it's called over there that I will die on. The Irish and Welsh languages are piss take. They're not actually real. It is an in-joke just to annoy the English because we can't pronounce things. I am convinced. Oh man, they're showing an advert at half time with all the goals going in, and it's bang out of order, man. Bang out of order. It isn't permanent. Good. Oh, Steve Bannon has turned himself into prison for a 4-month sentence. He is now going to find out why they call it a stretch inside as he meets his cellmate for the first time. You're my puppy now, boy. Be funny if they put him in with some Muslim dude and he come out all relaxed and zen about things. I didn't realise these people with a different colour skin to me are actually alright. I doubt it though. He's so stuck in his way, isn't he? Steve Bannon. This is going to go to extra time, isn't it? I'm going to have to fit in a very, very quick meal. Yet again. Useless club-footed bastards. Oh, McDonald's advert now. Now I want to stab people in the face with a speeding truck. McDizzles? Fuck off, mate. Yeah, we know pog means kiss. Pogni Grenia. We only know that because of Pog Mahone. Aquarium Frogs karaoke. I would watch that. How would you not watch that? Hawaii Garden, hydrocortisone Jeff. That all actually makes sense to me. All of it. Oh, hang on. Come on, second half. Come on with it. There's a TV show, isn't there, on S4C called Come On Midfield, which is spelt in Welsh, which just looks like phonetic. Come On Midfield. I have a sneaking suspicion it might be about football. Not 100% sure, but it might be. How can you go from red to blonde without it being permanent? Are you getting extensions? What do you mean it'll grow out? It will grow out. Any hair dye will grow out. Eventually. Especially highlights don't last that long, do they? I should now have had them. Tell you how boss this was. California tan, blonde highlights, and blue tartan jeans. Killer, absolute killer, I'm telling you. I looked amazing. I think there might be a picture somewhere when we went to Spain, dressed very similarly. You're also getting it trimmed as well. A cut and colour. Just don't ask for it in Holland, that's all I'm saying. Oh, Taylor Swift's dancer said don't do it, Ali, this evening. There you go. You've been told, you've been warned. Had a bit more air, and I think it's starting to get a little bit warm. So I am presuming the temperature's increased outside is a little bit better than it was earlier. It was horrible earlier. Horrible earlier. Yeah, 15, it was 12 earlier on, so it hasn't gone up by much, but enough to make a difference. It all fades. How come they call it a permanent hair colour? Because they lie to you. No, these people like these cosmetic-y type people. The liars. Anything to sell the stuff. Welsh language is a wind-up. It's absolutely. So Wrexham General, sign for the elevator, lift. Said to the station master, there's only one effing lift. He said it's only a small station. That's Wrexham with a CS, Wrexham. Jeff, come on, man. Stop all that. We haven't even kicked off. Evil sod. Teasing us with goal action. Man, you've tried semi-permanent colours. Going darker works when you, but going lighter doesn't. So you've got to go full on permanent for it to work. And even then it grows out anyway. No such thing as permanent colours. Oh, man. Same as yesterday, I feel like I've got the sneezy building up. Window full open, to hell with the consequences. Louise, you tried lighter once. Roots growing back look really weird dark. Is your hair black like it was on that picture? I think we're lucky as lads. Unless you start going down the just for men route. Like Noel Edmonds and people like that. Just let it go grey, it looks alright. Ali, you're too pale for dark colours. You'd say that, but there's loads of Irish who have got absolutely see-through white skin, pitch black hair and blue eyes. So maybe you wouldn't. Man, you'd have to be bleach. I would be allergic to you. I have a real problem with bleach. And I think, I'm not sure if it's just bleach itself, but definitely the stuff that they put in it to scent it. It's normal bleaches, sometimes I get away with, but scented bleaches especially just really send me over the edge. I think it's too much. Bleach on scent on bleach, far too much. You are whatever colour it says on the box. Oh, what's my favourite Radiohead album and track? That changes on a day-to-day basis. I think 2 and 2 equals 5. I always love. I think there's hearing that for the first time. I don't know why you bother. Nothing's ever good enough for you. I thought it was an amazing line to come up with. So this is a bit different. Love Optimistic as well. My favourite albums are going to be either Kid A or Amnesiac as full suites of music. What else? Man of War as well. I think it's a fantastic song. That always reminds me of being on the train going to London. I had it on heavy rotation whilst drinking piss poor coffee. It was great. Yeah, Kid A or Amnesiac, I think, for albums. They're all good though, aren't they? All of them in rainbows. all that stuff. Oh yeah. Never been blonde, but you have been Little Red Riding Hood. Lovely picture that. That looks proper Lancashire as well, doesn't it? With proper Lancashire farm building in background. In background. Changed on a daily basis, definitely. Yeah. It does with most bands for me, to be honest. The Beatles, yes. Radiohead, who else? There's other bands like that where it all depends on what mood I woke up as well. Oh, good save by the keeper. France with an opportunity there. Okay, so if you dye your hair any other colour than red, including the semi-permanent to make your hair no longer the same, so you grow out and cut it, leave it as it is then. Mind that you haven't coloured your hair since your 20s. Don't need to. Leave it as it is. Head. King of Limbs. Bit of a dud. I don't mind it. I thought it was, for me, for the first couple of times I heard it, but there's been times where I've been working and I've just put music on in the background and I've played Radiohead from start to finish, and it's starting to make a bit more sense to me now. It's
It's going up, 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 it's there.
10. Actual 10. As in, not 9. What? There you go. That's your Everest. You've reached your Everest. Fantastic. Ali, it's been a while since you last had highlights or lowlights, but you still have silent highlights at the side of your head. And it's Gilchurch. It looks lovely though. It looks proper rustic. Oh, you had sun in as well in your teenage years. I think we've all done that, haven't we? Followed by Weller Shockwaves black dye in an attempt to balance things out. Never balance. Never ever try and balance. If it's gone wrong, let it go wrong and live with it. Otherwise, you're going to end up in all kinds of trouble. Weller, yep. One of your sisters is a hairdresser, so free colour and cut for you. Unless it's a specific colour, she is a stay-at-home mam now. That's nice. And a bit of time with your family as well. Quality time. As they subject your hair to herbicidal battering. Like the giant hogweeds. You've got a white malin streak, but it's underneath at the back. You can only see it if you plait your hair. Ah, a little bit of Dickie Davis, eh? She's got Dickie Davis eyes. The solo tom piano Bloom from Electric Ladyland Studios, where he's sampling his voice and piano loops, is stunning. Everything he does is stunning. He's absolutely amazing artist. Him and Johnny Greenwood. That's why I like these bands. Bands that try and push the envelope. Don't want to sit still. Don't want to do what Coldplay do and just keep on rewriting the same album over and over again. And not happy just playing stadiums. That's why he's done The Smile as well, Tom York and Johnny Greenwood. And go and play to smaller venues, smaller crowds. A bit more intimate. Keep pushing the envelope. Sunning never worked on you. Did you ever go out in the sun? No, that's the thing, isn't it? Or did you stay in your miner's cottage? Complaining about the bloody English? Hate going to the barber. I used to, I don't mind. Well, I haven't been for 4 years almost. Well, it's over 4 years now, yeah. My barber, Sam, is fantastic. She's a really, really nice woman. Probably thinks I'm dead now because I haven't seen her for 4 years. No explanation. I'll have to go in at some point. Find somewhere nearby to park up. Maybe on Fenwick Street. Go in and see her. See if she starts getting worried that I'm a ghost. The Beatles used to get their haircut in that place as well, apparently. The Barber's Chair. Brunswick Street, is it? Yeah, can't do the small talk when you got your ear folded and that zzz right there. Especially when it is there, because it's right on the bone and your whole head's shaking. Kirsty, you were learning to be a hairdresser till shit happened. It's a shame. Oh, Mbappe just over the bar. Did the keeper get a touch? Look close. No, nowhere near him. Oh, well. Good effort. Inside on his right foot. Went past De Bruyne. He couldn't do anything, otherwise it would have been a penalty. Yeah, don't nod wherever you do, don't nod. Sandwiches all round, sandwiches. Una cerveza por Tomás. A double for our Louise. Get yourself into that. Domingo, lots of foodage. Can't remember what the sandwiches are, so good luck. Potluck and good luck. There you go. Marvellous stuff. Ali's doing a huge shift here as well today. I like Doku for Belgium, but to be fair, he's got all the end product of your average vasectomy patient. Know what I mean? Yeah, Mandy, you have to start drinking quicker. The sandwiches are all the flavours of the rainbow. Right, go on. Mandy, you're behind. I'm setting the timer as well. I'm letting you know if it goes biddly biddly bee. I wonder, do I need to go back in and have a look if anything needs repressing for it to go biddly biddly bee? Oh, good. Another opportunity for the French. Fantastic movement. Wide from Mbappe. It's a difficult technique, that one, when it's coming towards you and coming across you, trying to get it on target. Much better if it's coming the other way. You can just open your foot up, but still, if you want to be considered for the Ballon d'Or, they're the kind of things that you need to be putting away. And Messi or Ronaldo would have had that on target. Needs to be greedy as a striker. Hungry for goals. Now that you're hungry and you don't know what to get to eat later, spice bag, of course. Of course. How come you get the timer? Because you want to hear it go widdly widdly wee, don't you? Or do you? Or don't you? Or did you? And he's going to pop back on. Pop back on later, no worries. You've got cricket picnic leftovers to nibble. Are we talking full on cucumber sandwiches with the crust cut off? Are we talking mini nibbles, mini quiches? Pims? Have you got Pims? There's a lot of interchange between cricket nibbles and Wimbledon tennis nibbles as well, I think. Oh. French have suddenly started getting a bit of a spurt on, so to speak. Kirsty, having sausage rolls again this time. Stay in the kitchen so you don't forget. I can stick the can stick the timer on for you if you want. If anybody wants a slushie, you're working on a bear's paws one. All that needs to be done now is that to be loaded onto the system. I finished work at 5 o'clock. As I pressed start on the stream, I just finished on the work, unfortunately. You have some chicken frankfurters and eggs, maybe an omelette later. Ooh, go ahead. I can eat that, you see. Even though it's egg, I can eat that. It wouldn't make me vom me ring up. Oh, let's have a look. What did you bring? There's loads, including Tesco's finest spinach croquette Spanish tapas things. You realised needed cooking today, of course. It's always the last minute, isn't it? Have you brought your oven with you? The Mr. Frosty. Proper bear's paws ones. Sausage rolls are lovely, they are. Don't ask me to time it. I could time it, but then I'll be that taken away by your dazzling beauty, all of you lovely ladies, that I figure, obviously. Set the alarm on your phone, yeah. Every alarm should play 68 Guns, really, shouldn't it? You had some strawberries yesterday in the Wimbledon cricket crossover. Sensational strawberries. That's one thing we do better than anyone else. British strawberries are the best. By a distance. It's still going omelette. There you go. Your orders are in. You're doing one for you too. Well, that just makes Black Russian slushies, brushies. Dragon's Den, that will take off. I'm telling you, that will take off. That's a helicopter idea, that. It will take off. Vrije trap voor Frankrijk. Onana just kicked Mbappe. That's our Onana. Oi, have an Onana. Oh, Belgium, they're on, go on. Fantastic defence. Who's that? Hernandez. Theo Hernandez. Incredible defending. That is superb defending from Hernandez. Well done, son. Well done. Carrasco was in on goal. Looked like he was going to pull the trigger and put the ball in the back of the net, and Hernandez came from nowhere. Superb. Superb. Are we on for Romania versus Nederland tomorrow? Yes, we are indeed. I'll definitely be doing that. Your £5 Sky Bet freebie is going in the Dutch. A build a bet with Ake 1+ tackles. Yep, we're having a go with that. I will get that scheduled or scheduled depending on how you pronounce it. I will do that later. Oh, you would taste heavenly. I sir, I didn't get my steps in last night. When I went out, it was starting to get a bit dark, and I was frightened. How many did I do yesterday? 1,363. So I was nowhere near. And there was no birds, obviously, but you could definitely hear bats and owls. Merlin didn't pick them up though. But it was quite freaky. It was atmospheric. Starting to go fairly dark. Not overly cold or overly warm. Just me out there, and then the sound of those creatures. And I did see, I forgot about this. I saw the hedgehog. The hedgehog that was outside ours the other day was there, running across the street. They can shift them buggers, can't they? Absolutely caning it, he was. Yeah, Docu and M product, there is. They're very balassy. Loads of tricks, and then you get on the highlight reel, but at the end of the season, you'd have scored 0. Don't mention eggs. Omelettes don't count. I can eat omelettes and scrambled egg, and I can eat cake with eggs cooked into them and things. I just can't have them fried, boiled, or poached. Otherwise, I will lose weight all over the place. A Fanta and cola mixed slushy. Controversial. Omelettes and scrambled and Haribo, Easter eggs, all fine. All others, tiff. Oh yeah, mini eggs as well. Mini eggs are so underrated and so undervalued. They're the ones that I wouldn't look twice at in Tesco, and yet as soon as there's a pack given to you for Easter and you start opening them, I should eat these more often. They're fantastic. Up the mini eggs. Yeah, chocolate eggs good. 2 legs bad. Cream eggs not good. I like cream eggs. Am I sure it was an owl and not a wood pigeon? Yes. We've established this. The wood pigeon is Scouse. I understand him perfectly. You're dirty, you beast. But it was definitely, there's owls and there was definitely bats as well. You could tell. And that was the scary part. When you hear birds round here, you can normally look round and see them, because the sound comes from where they are, and they are where they are. When it's owls and bats, though, you can't see them, and then even when you look where they are or where they were, they're not there now, they're somewhere else. It's mad thing, fam, you know what I mean? Oh, just wide again. Griezmann. Or Griezmann, as the knobhead commentator Pete Jensen calls him. I had to stop watching Spanish football because of him. Call him Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong. It's not de Jong, you tit. Get the lad's name right, it's not even hard. Oh, I love a cream egg. So sickly. They are, aren't they? You can't eat 12 of them in one go, you know what I mean? Which I suppose is a bit like normal eggs. Very fondanty, very, very sickly fondanty. How do you eat yours? Nibble the top off, stick your tongue in. Would have been the most common owl in the UK, which is a teeth. There's one in every kitchen. There is indeed. All hail the teeth owl. There's probably more than one pigeon. There is, but the nearest one, the one who lives next door in the tree, is Scouse AF, as the kids say. There is one that says, the Vic and Bob, my shoes hurt. But the Scouse one is a bit more aggressive than that and gives it loads. You're dirty, you beast. I've heard that one on my walks as well, so I think he gets around. Lives next door but gets around down there as well. Do you bite the top off, suck or lick it, or dip your finger or chew? Top bitten off, tongue deep in, until you reach the sweet goodness. Gonna get kicked off this in a minute, aren't we? And you've got long, real nails. Real ones that stick on rather than being stuck on. Scoop it out and lick it off. Like one of those animals, what are they? The ones that tap on the there's bits of fallen tree. They tap on it with an extended nail until you hear it hollow, and they dig out the witchetty grubs and things. David Attenborough would love you for that. The French midfielder Tchouaméni. I can't hear his name without thinking of Jason Donovan. That's how bad things are. Tchouaméni, broken hearts in the world. I fucking hate footballers these days. Accidental clash. Just caught. Why not say, "Hey, be careful, mate," and shake his hand rather than pretending to be hurt? Wires. I'm wires. Yes, I'm a biter and a licker on a good day. Until it gets too moist, obviously. At which point you've got to start sucking. Too many again. Can't keep the ball down. It's another opportunity, another shot off target. Got to hit the target from there, boy. So far, the Belgians haven't had a shot on target or off target. The French have had 2 shots on target and 13 off target. This is stupid. Someone said, yeah, the bigger the hole, the more you can suck. A bit dark in my nuke. It is a bit dark, but it's red and blue. That's Belgian red and French blue. That's the whole point of it. Know what I mean? Although I could, I suppose. But if you do that, that just takes away all the colour. No, no good. Still too light. That any better? It's a bit better, isn't it? A little bit. We need to keep the red and the blue though. Who have we got tonight? Portugal against Slovenia, isn't it? Portugal, red and green. Slovenia, white. Are they playing in white and blue, are they? White with blue piping. Oh, opportunity, Lukaku, saved by the keeper. Somebody's blowing me curtains. It'll be Bob Dylan, I think, that one. It's a bit blustery out there. It is very blustery out there. De Bruyne is slowing it down. Slow it, speed it, slow it, speed it. What you need to do. Would I have Rom back at Goodison? I would, definitely. I'd keep him away from the chippy, but I would definitely have him back. Since he left Everton, he's gone downhill. And he'll look back on this, I think, in years to come, that he should have stayed at Everton. Do you know something? Is anybody thirsty yet? Yes. I was just about to say I might have to make a second cup of tea. Normally one thermos will see me through 2 games. Not tonight. He did. He found a chippy at United. It was probably McCarty's chippy, wasn't it? Outside the ground. Owned by Lou McCarty's family. Who wants a bevy? Armandi's working. Let's stick a pot of coffee on. A pot of coffee. Make some coffee, we'll talk. I really want a Fanta, or a Fanta if you live in Manchester. Or hot chocolate. Oh, that'll work. I haven't had a hot chocolate in ages, and I've got hot chocolate in the house. Good sort. He is Lou Macari. He's a fantastic fella. Works with the homeless quite a lot. Do you ever see him in the film Marvellous? Which, if you've never seen it, you should watch it. It is absolutely amazing. Based on a true story, but very hyper. I don't know what the word I'm looking for it is. It's got song and dance routines in it and things. You know, it's very interesting, and it's based on a real story about someone called Neil or Nello, is it? Stoke, it is, yeah. The fella who ended up everything he's done, he's fell into, and he's had such a life. Met loads of mad people, done loads of mad things. Very, very heartwarming. Good opportunity. Knocked it wide. Yeah, Stoke fella. Have a look. Neil Baldwin, who has worked as a circus clown, a preacher, and then a kit man at Stoke. I have to watch it. It is absolutely superb. Amazing. The actor your dad likes from The Detectorists, yeah, Toby Jones, brilliant actor. Detectorists is also superb. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's amazing. It's very life affirming, funny, sweet, tender, and at times absolutely breathtaking what he did in his life. Or what he's done in his life so far. Is he still alive? But Lou Macari is in it. Someone plays him, but also he appears as himself in it. Yeah, he's still alive as well. 78 he is. Definitely watch it. Detectorists is superb, but that film as well is just absolutely amazing. I told my dad about it, and he can be a little bit hard to please in terms of films. But he watched it and he was buzzing off it. He thought, oh, what a fantastic film that is. So I told you, Dad, I told you it'd be great. It's one of those films I started watching accidentally, and I was so glad that I actually did. By the end of it, that was the thought to myself, I'm so glad I watched that. Oh, for Tongan being a naughty boy. Yellow card. The referee saw that and knew exactly what was going on. Got a point there, Tedesco. That was definitely a foul. But to be fair, Castagna had hold of Hernandez. 6 of one, half a dozen, etc., etc. You've seen the film, isn't it fantastic, Mandy? What an actual person has fit into a life less ordinary. I should watch the Alan Carr stuff. I should. It's on my to-do list. It was on my BritBox list, but then fell off that. And the ITVX, I think it's still on there. ITVX has gone mad though. It's just deleted loads of stuff that was on BritBox. So it conned us into paying for it by saying all the stuff that you loved on BritBox will be on ITV Plus, and it's just deleted fucking all of it. And even then, it had only 2 series of Boone rather than the 7 or 8 or whatever it was. Nowhere else does it. I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed. I only want to watch fucking Boone, man. Started watching it a couple of years ago when I was having not mental problems, but, feeling a bit disconnected from the world at times. And I just wanted to regress back to the 80s or the 90s or something. Watching Boom was great. I could chill. I was watching that, Alvida St. Pet and Lovejoy, finding great escapism. I just want to watch the rest of it now. I'm fully in the era of Boone. Oh, another opportunity, another one over the bar. Mbappe. Again, very, very difficult opportunity that, but he'll be pissed off. He's had loads of chances today. Lots of similar chances. Yeah, struggled to get that on target, like, to be fair. You remember Boone? It was great. Hi ho, Silver. You got me a Lone Ranger. Bit of Jim Diamond. Yeah, Benitez being the manager wanted me to regress to the 1970s, to be honest with you. Horrific. Agent Rafa. Bastard. I can't wait for his autobiography to come out, his ninth version of it. How I Broke Everton and Lived to Tell the Tale. At least he knows the city, eh? Fucking hell's that? I can't work out if that's a bird or some kid. Some weird kid. Very strange. Sounded like a hyena having an epileptic fit or something. You know the would you go back to your 20s thing? Go on, go on, go on. Yeah, Autobiography Volume 9, I Knew the City. Followed by Autobiography number 10, I Screwed the City. Or at least half of them. Rafa the Gaffer. You would, but you want to be 20 now, not back then. Yeah. Don't regress completely back to when you were in your 20s, but be 20 now. I'm not sure I would. I quite liked being early to mid 30s. I thought it was a good age. I was still fit and healthy. Playing five-a-side about 40 odd times a week. 40 odd times a week. Playing five-a-side every week about 40 odd times a year. The school was closed occasionally for Christmas and Easter and things. We did 49 weeks one year. When we knew the fella that used to open it for us. That was great. 49 weeks in the year playing five-a-side. I was uber fit. Not anymore, though. You'd want to be 20 now, knowing what you know now. Yep. And yet, when you try and give kids the benefit of your experience, they never listen, do they? Always think they're the first to ever do anything. Trying to help you avoid the pitfalls that we all fell down. You don't understand. I mean, I don't understand. I've been there myself. Knowing me, knowing you. Aha. Bit of Alan. The partridges make noise. They must do, mustn't they? Apart from that noise when you run over them in your car. Haven't caught any exotic bird at all on Merlin. Ooh. De Bruyne, great effort. Jeez, good save, but he rarely caught that one. Another shot. A shot on target now for a change. From the Belgians. Not sure you'd like to be young again now, but if you knew what you know now in your 20s, you would be ruling the world, including the lottery numbers every week. How's he managed that? He's on his 59th rollover. No internet back then. Your life would be very different if it had been. It would have been, wouldn't it? Probably would have been for all of us. Loads more opportunities to learn, to experience things. You're quite pragmatic. It is all a ride, as Mr. Hicks said. We are one conscious experience in itself. I agree with that completely. You wouldn't be where you are now without where you've been. Absolutely 100%. Whether those things were awful at the time or fantastic, they shaped your path and your journey. And you've got some control over where you're going. That is as much as you can hope for. Experiences and the knowledge that comes with it. You got a goldfinch on Merlin, not really exotic. You could see and hear it and took the satisfaction that you'd identified it. We've got a goldfinch that appears here quite a lot. And I must admit, it's got a great call, hasn't it, or a great song, whichever one it is. It's fantastic stuff. In fact, the goldfinch seems to be one of the goldfinch and the robin are the two noisiest. They're always around. French on the attack. Someone's got to move. Goal. Goal for France. It's got to be a deflection. Definitely got to be a deflection. Didn't look to be any danger whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, it's in the back of the net. That's got to have taken a deflection. It did. It went diddly. The alarm went diddly. The alarm worked this time. Thought we were going down a blind alley here, to be honest. Yeah, go on. It comes off his knee, doesn't it? It does. Deflection. I think that's going to be an own goal. That one looks like it was going wide. Off Vertonghen's left knee, behind the keeper. He didn't stand a chance. Paul O'Grady's going sick on the French bench there. Well in, lad. You heard it. It worked. Mandy, you had a young magpie bullying the sparrows on your feeder. Magpies will not only bully them, they'll eat them as well. Greedy buggers. Allez le Sky Bet small stakes freebies. Should have filled them today, but not in the rain. Yeah, I haven't. I think my mum filled the bird feeder for us, but I was up porridge and then work. Joey, how you doing, bud? You're smoking in honour of this game. It was the only thing that would probably make this a better game, to be honest. Happy Canada Day to all the Canucks. You know what a Canuck is, don't you? It's what you hang your king coat on. It's Canada Day, down Canada way. I will have to send some messages to my Canadian friends, of which I have quite a few now. 1-0. It does say 1-0 because France have scored. Looks like it'll be an own goal. Doesn't look like it'll go down as a French player scoring it. Looked as though it was off target and then went in off Vertonghen. Have they said who scored it yet, have they? Yes, it's officially down as a Vertonghen own goal. Thought so. Right, Belgians have made a double substitution. Castagna and Carrasco off. De Ketelaere and Lukebakio coming on. Lukebakio's supposed to be a decent player as well. Yeah, talk about maple syrup on your message, your Canadian friends, to have an instant, well, with the actually, that or poutine, either works. Either works. And maple leafs as well. Very popular with my Canadian friends. I like the maple leafs. Mention Austin Matthews. Cannot go wrong. Glass of ice water and 4 shots of Jim Beam. There you go. Oh, Jesus. It is starting to get a bit more and mindy out there now. No rain, no thankfully. So if I manage a walk later, it might be okay. Let's have a look. Will it be okay? Apparently it will be. Light Rain at Midnight. Which sounds like a great album, doesn't it? That could be Horace Haiku's new album, that one. Light Rain at Midnight. Belgians on the attack. Oh. No, no, no. Teata's just volleyed the ball right at the goal. The referee, rather. We've all been tempted. We've all been there. Have you had Cadbury's cream egg? How do you eat yours? Doku is also very Peter Beagrey-ish. Must be horrible to play alongside as a forward. You start making your runs and he's cutting back on himself and trying to beat the fullback for the 9th time. For fuck's sake, just get the ball in. I'm 12 feet taller than the centre half. I will beat him in the air all day long. You don't need to beat the fullback again and again and again. Graham Sharp used to hate Peter Beagrey. Said he ruined his knees. Yeah, don't forget end the sentence with an A and talk about going oot and a boot in a boat. I see Benude. Light Rain at Midnight is definitely the 8 Mile Radius B-Sides compilation, which is to come. Watch this space. I'm definitely making an entire album full of that. It is very oot. I'm a biter and a licker. Yeah, thought you called me a bitter. I was about to go thermonuclear. Yeah, I'm not a bitter. I just don't like his. Doku. Oh, right. Again, loads of trickery, loads of pace. Got a corner out of it, but he's got to do better. A minute left of time added on. This is what we in the trade refer to as shit or bust. De Bruyne, corner. Nah. Belgians have blobbed it here completely. They walk. That's exactly what every room they walk into. What's this all about, eh? 30 seconds left of this game. It's all over, bar the shouting. Free kick to France. This will be it now, you know. This will be over and done with. Coronation Street are mad for it. Have they still got the cobbles in Coronation Street? Is it still that old school? Jinxie, you've got a really dirty belly button. Oh, there you go. It's over and done with. Kolo Muani thinks he scored. It's an own goal, son. It's an own goal, but it doesn't matter. French are through. The Belgians go home. That was a disappointing game, considering it was two absolute heavyweights of the European footballing world, with some incredible players. Ah, well. There you go. What's your poison? Mocktails for our Jinxie. She's on the wagon. I know what wagon you're on. It's a fucking Dre wagon, isn't it? Ali, lovely and leave you. No worries. Hopefully I'll see you later. Yeah, clean it out before you get in the hot tub. We don't want any of that. I was going to call it something disgusting there. I won't. None of the bint lint in there. Big Rom goes home without having scored a goal. Catch you later, Ali. Catch you later. It's only over an hour, isn't it? So we're not that far away. What side's the footy on tonight? Is it on BBC? It is. It's on BBC tonight. I will stick with Sky, I think, because the iPlayer is absolute dog shit. And that's a technical term for it. Oh, just switched over to BBC and there was Jimmy Anderson, the Burnley Wall, warming up to do a bit of bowling by the look of it. Tour de France, massive crash. I'm not commentating on any of this, am I? Fucking hell, looks heavy that, like. Is that a black rider in a Tour de France? I don't think I've ever seen a black rider before in a Tour de France. That's just hit me. Why is that? Bizarre. Anyway, he's just won. Strange. Yeah, anyway. I'll be behind what? I'll be all behind like the cow's tail. Oh, very nice. Getting ready for the holiday. Summer camp with the boy in Virgin Islands. Sounds fantastic. July's packed with events. A lot going on. A big day on the 4th as well. Big day on the 4th of July. Independence Day, hopefully for us as well. Tour de Liechtenstein. It's a sprint race, isn't it? That Tour de France is absolutely incredible. What they put themselves through. Mind you, they're all on drugs. Injecting monkey placenta into each other's asses and things, aren't they? You know what I mean? Yeah. Be right back. I'm going to have to get off this one for now and go and have something to eat because I've got an hour till the second one starts. So I will catch you all later. If that's all right. Which it is, obviously, isn't it? Hang on, just take Mandy off the bar.